This is The Scoop for Friday.
I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines. The Florida Supreme Court appears poised to issue rulings Monday afternoon about whether proposed constitutional amendments that seek to ensure abortion rights and allow recreational marijuana will go on the November ballot. Last night, the court issued a statement that said it will release out-of-calendar opinions at 4 on Monday afternoon. Governor Ron DeSantis addressed the issue yesterday.
Our Attorney General, I think, has handled that very ably, and I think that she's made arguments that have been very compelling. So we'll have to see what ends up happening, and then we'll go from there.
Justices must sign off on the legality of the wording of proposed constitutional amendments before the measures can reach the ballot. These proposals are closely watched, with Attorney General Ashley Moody contending they should not be allowed to go before voters. One seeks to ensure abortion rights, and the other would allow adults 21 or older to use recreational marijuana in the state. The Hillsborough County School Board will vote on whether to put a tax increase to fund public schools on the ballot. WMNF's Chris Young reports supporters spoke out yesterday in support of the tax on homeowners called a millage.
Education advocates and parents gathered across the street from Baycrest Elementary School, where 1 out of every 5 teaching positions is currently vacant due to a nationwide teaching shortage. Ellen Lyons is the Vice President of Advocacy for the Hillsborough County Council PTA.
But we can do something. We as adults can help our students avoid negative education outcomes. We can do something to ensure that there are high-quality teachers in front of every student every day.
The millage is based on the value of a home and would cost a typical homeowner $281 annually. The revenue would be used to increase pay for teachers and district staff and expand academic programs. Edwin Narain is a parent of children in public school and a former state representative.
Some people are thinking, well, I don't have kids in school, but you have to remember that this impacts every single one of us. Our local economy is impacted when we have good functioning schools.
But not everybody is on board. Hillsborough County School Board candidate Jen Flabeau spoke against the millage at a political forum earlier this month.
It's not justifiable at all. You have to look at this as a business, not as a school system. We have to look at it as a business. If we were balancing this business's budget, would we ask everybody else to take on the tax? No, we would fix it ourselves.
On Tuesday, the Hillsborough County School Board will vote on whether to place a millage on the November 5th general election ballot. For WMNF News, I'm Chris Young in Tampa.
A former Polk City resident now in prison for crimes committed during the U.S. Capitol attack is seeking a reduction in his sentence that could end up with him being released right away. The Lakeland Ledger reports a lawyer representing Joshua Doolin submitted a motion Monday in a U.S. District Court arguing that his sentence should be reduced from 18 months based on a revision of federal sentencing guidelines that took effect in November. Doolin was convicted of 1 felony and 3 misdemeanors for his actions on January 6, 2021. Taxpayers in Tampa will pay the bill for the legal fees of former City Council member Orlando Goods. The Tampa Bay Times reports that City Council agreed to that in a vote yesterday. Goods ran up the expenses while defending himself against a lawsuit from a former aide alleging defamation and emotional distress. 2 years ago, an investigation found that Goods fostered a hostile workplace for the aide, making crude and sexual comments toward her, her daughter, and other women. The aide's lawsuit against Goods was dismissed. A federal appeals court said Miami-Dade County police officers can face excessive force and wrongful death allegations in a lawsuit stemming from a 2014 death of a man who was tased and kicked after leading officers on a chase. A 3-judge appeals panel overturned a district judge's ruling that granted summary judgment to 6 officers in a civil lawsuit filed by the mother of Maykel Barrera. The panel said Barrera's mother can pursue wrongful death claims against the 6 officers and excessive force claims against 5 of them. It will be mostly sunny and warm today with highs near 80. Tonight, mostly clear and comfortable. Overnight lows in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and warm. Highs will be in the low 80s. I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.